Hello friend and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind Fight for Freedom. We're here with the 6th mission, I believe. Is that right? Not actually sure. Let's see, we had the Sour Offensive, then we had Norway, then we had Dunkirk, then battle against the Italians in it's not Crusader. Anyway, battle against the Italians, then Burma campaign, and then indeed second battle of Alamein. Right, so this is 6. Yeah, alright, so let's take a look. We can now... We got training program level 2. Very good. Don't need this. Don't need that yet. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, so the best thing to do for now would... Let's see. Non-lethal damage is reduced by 1. No. And go for increased airfield crews at least, which is really good. And then I have 100 left. Don't need that slot. No, I guess modernization program is decent enough that I'd want it now. Alright, there we go. Let's go for the overstrength. We have quite a bit of prestige, so that's nice too. I'll do the overstrength first, and then afterwards we'll go for the upgrades. Alright, let's take a look. I got 5 M4A1s, eh? Really? Are they free? They're not. So I really have to wonder whether I want them. If I upgrade the Churchill to a Churchill 3, that's a lot cheaper. These guys aren't even that good, to be honest. So let's do that. The problem with the Matilda 2 is that there's no upgrade path for them available, so I will have to, you know, spend points on an upgrade path. I'll see though. Let's upgrade this first to the Armored Car Mark II. Alright. This thing into Deacon. Seems rather ridiculous of a thing. But it's better this way than as an anti-tank. The movement is really holding it down. Oh man, super expensive again. No upgrades to the planes for the moment, so we can leave that at that. Alright, well, let's upgrade this to a 155mm. It also gets point blank. Okay. Fair enough. It also gets +1 range, so there really is something that I want to go for all the artillery at the moment. 400 left. I only have 3 artillery though. It's not that much. Like, they get a small discount, but barely. Rather than get myself another infantry, let's actually take a look though. Because I'm not even sure whether everything has this Morris. It does, okay. Let's just take a look at the equipment. I'll get everything air filters, which is fairly cheap. I don't have a lot of prestige, so I'll just have to make do with what I get. If they don't have air filters yet, that is. I don't really see a reason not to do that either. I also need sappers. Quite a bit here. Let's see, sappers. Do you ever have a... Yeah, okay, so that's good. Let's give you sappers. I really need these sappers probably for the next mission, as the enemy will probably have a lot of mines. You need ammunition, searchlight control LC, and sappers. Still pretty useful, I think, and I want to make sure that as far as the tanks go, they have flamethrowers. Okay, they do. I'll have the air filter. I mean, I can't buy another unit. Upgrading was already expensive as it is, especially for the 155mm guns there. Right, well, that's, I guess, about it for now. Let's see what Montgomery has to say about this battle.
How was your trip? Sorry I wasn't there to help. I hear the Japanese gave you quite a beating. But then, there is plenty of action to go around. While you were having your Burmese holiday, Rommel got a taste of our defences. I don't think he liked it, and now I believe it's time to pay him a courtesy visit. However, without the flamethrowers and the sappers, the attack is doomed. The Germans have set up the defences worthy of the German heartland, not a bunch of Egyptian hovels.
Alright, alright. That's exactly what I planned to do, so.
Thank you for facilitating the inspection of your troops. I see spirits are high, and our men are eager to get to grips with the Hun. It is time this army scored a victory.
Sir Winston, I agree. I'm already preparing the plans for our next offensive.
And who will command the 8th Army?
I think William Gott is the man for the job. I've been pleasantly surprised with his results at the head of 7th...
But Prime Minister, General Montgomery is clearly the better choice.
I must say that Montgomery has performed well so far. I would be happy to have him at the head of the 8th Army.
Gentlemen, your opinion is noted. But my mind is made up. Additionally, Sir Harold, I hope we can start our offensive in September. We must pave the way for a successful US landing in Africa.
You've heard about General Gott.
The air crash? Yes, nasty business that. And the 8th Army is now leaderless.
As much as it might surprise you, you are mistaken. Brooke talked the Prime Minister into appointing you to the job. The 8th Army is yours. Congratulations, Bernard.
Bloody hell. Are you quite sure?
As I live and breathe.
Well, well. After having an easy war, things have now got much more difficult.
Don't be disheartened. I'm sure
I'm
we'll
not
manage
talking about
it.
me, I'm talking about Rommel. Tomorrow we'll start turning this war around. I'll order that all plans and instructions dealing with further withdrawal are to be burned. At once.
Our men could use some of your confidence.
Come and see our troops in a week. You won't recognize them.
I hope they'll keep their insignia at least. There's one more thing to discuss. Sir Winston wants us to launch the offensive in September to support the upcoming US landings in Africa.
In September? What in God's name is Winston thinking? We need more time.
I don't like this any more than you do, but I'll need a solid excuse to let you delay the offensive.
I see what you're saying. In that case, General Alexander, the offensive cannot happen in early September because of German subterfuge. But it cannot happen in late September because of the phases of the moon. Consequently, it cannot happen in September at all.
Phases of the moon. Right. And in October?
And in October, it is a guaranteed British victory, on my word as an officer.
Very good. I'll hold you to that word, Bernard.
We'll need a full moon to attack, indeed.
General Montgomery, is everything ready for the offensive?
Affirmative, sir. We are poised to kick the snot out of the Germans.
Good. According to our plan of operation, we must first clear the minefields around the German positions.
With all due respect, Sir Harold, I remember the plan, seeing how I helped devise it.
It wouldn't hurt to go over it again. Our main task is to capture Kidney Ridge and split the enemy force in two. Then we'll have but to mop up the survivors.
Just so. Additionally, I suggest we send our aviation to raid the enemy's frontline airfields. The first one is north of the Tel Elisa mountain. The second one is south of the Materia Ridge.
A sound idea, Sir Bernard. If we have the chance to destroy the enemy aviation before it takes off, let's not waste it. General Montgomery, begin the offensive.
Sure. Alright, let's get to deploying. Seems like there's at least already a recon at the top. So I have to take or defeat units there and there. The thing is, I don't really care for what happens down there. Most likely, there's nothing really there of actual importance, it seems like. So I'm better off just defending in that area. I cannot even get too close in here, unfortunately. Moving with these is also not gonna help. I'll put these there. I want the Toad AA as close as possible too, actually. Probably just as much as anything else, really. I actually really don't like that all these units are in the way. I'd rather have them to the back. Yeah. mean, it doesn't really seem like there's a whole lot here.
General, our soldiers have approached the first minefield. We'll begin clearing it.
Good. Keep your eyes peeled. Our intel suggests heavy minefields along the entire stretch of the front line. The sooner we get rid of them, the sooner our armor gets enough room for maneuvering.
My units, I really should be using the recon first. This is actually kind of bad. Do you don't have flamethrowers, just trash. Or Greek. Okay. Fair enough. So South Africa. They have flamethrowers, but yeah, they have to go around. That's pretty bad. I need to get into a position where I can clear the mines. Regardless. Okay, so they got a beating, but they cleared them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will allow me to take that over. And I'd like to get another overrun here. So that should do it. And question is, should I move in there? Not necessarily. But if I move in there with the recon, it would ultimately, yeah, the recon is looking pretty good here actually. Really? You can only move so little. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They might be able to get in there. Okay, I guess. Ah, sweet. Hero for recon? Oh, Jack Churchill. Yeah, I'll get him on the recon. That's fine. Which has 4 level ups. So Devastating Fire, Overrun. I really like Victorious Bagpipes here. And I'll go for First Strike for now. Good thing is they'll get triggered by these, but that doesn't matter. And now can do this. And they will not get supplies because of this tank. I really would have expected them still to be able to get there. Really? That's a serious disappointment. Let's see, because they cannot kill these or them. Probably an attack here then is going to be the best. We can still clear these mines, it's good to know. One. Well, certainly, let's see what I can do to get at this. I would need to finish them off in order to start clearing those mines. So what I can do, move in here, get an overrun, clear the mines, use the tank flamethrower, and now I don't really need to move these guys, but I'd like to do a second attack. Level up. pretty good. These guys cannot get overruns. Let's also take a look here. So certainly they'll need to be attacked. This thing is going to be a bit of a problem. Because what I need here again is a way to clear these mines without dying.
General Alexander, we've encountered rather curious Italian anti-tank guns. Compared to the rest of their technology, this model is practically an engineering miracle.
I'm assuming you want to try it out in action.
I certainly would. It seems the Italians followed the Jerry's lead and mounted their strongest cannon onto tank threads. Field scouts have sighted several such vehicles at a warehouse south of Kidney Ridge, currently refueling.
If those vehicles are indeed so interesting, try to recover several. There is no such thing as excessive combat potential.
I rather agree, I suppose. It's a bit of a weird attack at that, but this will give me another overrun here. Really? Wow. Okay. That I did not expect. I was dumb. Yeah. They can still get 8 experience. I'd rather have that. They can also level up, so... Overrun it is. Now they will not be able to get in there. Neither can a recon. I can get these guys to attack that. Well, one thing's for sure. I'll move in here. Take that. I mean, ideally I can... You also offer no protection. Damn it. Oh, you can get in there now. That too is interesting. It means I can move you here. Somehow I could attack it with this Churchill CS. It's an assault gun and this is the tank. Okay, fair enough. Well... They might die here. But yeah, we'll see. It's actually pretty likely they'll die now. Okay, well, let's take a look down here. I cannot use any of them to attack except this. All right. Well, can still do some mean business. And they can still aid in an attack. Let's just start with that and then do an airstrike. This way. Yeah, that's fine.
We've bombed out the enemy's frontline airfields. I'm sure they lost more than one plane in that carnage.
All the better for us. Let's continue the offensive.
Indeed, and it doesn't really matter that these guys aren't killed. Because one of the biggest problems at the start especially is if is enemy air force. You really don't want to go out too far without any protection. So I'm really happy to be sitting here. What it does mean though is this. Now I have some decent bombing opportunities at this front here. Especially on a first turn, I definitely want to use both of those abilities. On my core fighters, at least. Clearing that out also means I can clean a few more mines, although that's not of any particular importance. I still have these fighters. They're going in. The one thing I really don't like is this, because I don't really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have any aviation protection. I'll keep those in. Can't do a whole lot else here. Nor would I necessarily really want to. It's pretty funny though. Let's run over everything again. These guys also don't have anything useful, so none of these have flamethrowers. Wow. As I said, the enemy air force at the start is generally the toughest at the beginning. I mean, it's still going to be rough later on, but okay. Happy they went for that. These recons are killing me. Italian bombers as well. Yeah. Luckily it was 5 non-lethal damage this time, jeez. And an Italian Stuka. I mean, it sucks, but they just have too many planes for me to deal with at the start. It's just no way that I can get all of them. One thing's for sure though, taking care or getting bunkers is as always paying off handsomely. Since they are real magnet for enemy troop concentrations. And they tend to leave a lot of my other forces well down. Not all of them. I'd be very pleased if that recon were to survive. They also said them ace plane, I think, because it was a 13 strength. That's a lot more than most of the other ones. This one. Sadly for you.
General Alexander, the German positions are very well fortified. As if the mines weren't enough, it's dramatically slowing down our advance.
In that case, take the time to demolish enemy forts, General Montgomery. Or use flamethrowers to clear them out. Do it for our soldiers' sake.
General Alexander, our pilots are facing a very dangerous enemy in the sky. A Luftwaffe ace by the name of Hans Joachim Marseille. They call him the Star of Africa, and let me tell you, the nickname is well earned. He's shot down more than 100 of our planes already. Marseille was presumed dead a month ago, but his fighter has recently been sighted again.
Instruct our pilots to pay special attention to this Marseille. He's done more damage to us in 1 year than the entire Italian Air Force.
Yeah, indeed, but I'll try to deal with it in the next episode. For now, I'll wrap things up. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Quite a bit of damage, but not too bad. What do you have anyway? Devastating fire, first strike, nimble. Devastating fire is pretty bad, but he's trapped now, so that's good. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.